85 and 7. So I'm gonna warm up with some long straighting shots. Probably gonna do that for 5 minutes because I've played a little bit earlier. Mostly just hitting balls in, and then I did the ping pong drill. I got 12 in a row on that, which is I think a personal best. So see what we can do. Get some straighting shots going. 9 ball progressive ghost.
I do like the way he's going about this, though. He looks very. Whereas.
Just feeling really good earlier, man. I'm just hitting. I feel like I'm hitting the balls really well. Position play is going to be key eventually, but.
Things can change.
Let's see.
Still.
Now let's put some balls out here and shoot some straight in shots. Give myself 5 minutes for that.
See the edge of it.
Maybe a little more. I'm not really strict about the time allotment. I don't think that's very important. I think the important part is reaching the point where you feel like
I think I like this way. I think using the 13 to get to the 14.
you've achieved the goal, which getting in stroke here, feeling my stroke, making sure I'm following my pre-shot routine well, without exceptions, and going from there. So actually got to start from this side.
I think the big question now is how do you get back to the 14?
Try to do
this is your issue.
Some from each side. Start a little closer. 2 diamonds, 2 diamonds.
He has to get the keyboard down to that 10 ball.
Just making that in the background.
The angle he's got,
My head
he's going to
hurts.
run to the 1 ball at the top.
So I gotta clean up here. That's it.
With the keyboard to the right. Power forward, I'm not sure you can.
Don't
I'm not
learn.
sure if power back with the
Practice.
that one more.
That's a great way
Yeah,
to
you can just grip it.
not get the most out of it.
It's sort of just pulled off at one. That's enough. That'll be enough for it.
Is it?
Yeah. I think you can just see the tiny edge of that. But I'll tell you what, that 1 ball's not done the favour because if you go a little bit too far, the 1 and the 7 are blocking. Before that 1 ball arrived, you had a bit more room to play with, and now you don't.
And also,
Big weight, absolute featherless.
he's going to go around.
Oh, I don't like that shot. There's too much traffic. You have to really feather it because this table's so slick.
Yeah, now you can't even really kick behind it. I mean, you could kick behind it to hit it, but probably not make it. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do here, but this is a
I'll tell you what, I'm feeling really good about
You came to the side road and come between the 3.
really good about my stroke and my approach.
This is not an easy pull on this slick film.
Not where the 1 ball is. Oh, miscue. Ball in hand. Yeah, to try and swing it around the 1, it's got to grip late. I just don't think that was a feasible shot. I wonder if you could check it into the rail, come through the gap of the 3 to 7, 2 cushions and try and get to it. That was anyway, but the fact of the matter is, it's healthy now at the table, ball in hand.
Now, she did something interesting here. She did not take the one of the
Position
seven
a little bit
stuff.
shallow, but there he goes. Can we draw him back straight? Make these balls
Time,
in the
obviously she's on this side of the table,
actual
and Jordan's working really a lot with Dave Matlock on pattern.
Just trying to get that nice, snappy, good follow through stroke.
Tom
That's
Cousin
what
has
I'm going for here.
every shot is rinse and repeat. Keep doing it at that 1 pace.
Might be a summer. Good step.
Having their timing correctly, just the way she gets down, the way she sees the shots. So all of that.
That one was a little bit.
He glanced up at the screen. That
So
was
Henry Walters
inexcusable.
left off the hook.
Silly. That's okay.
Well, this might be the best thing that could have happened for her.
Try
If
choking
she
up a little
can
bit
get
here.
to a strike.
She can certainly get to a strike.
Awkward position.
Tapping at the top of the table.
Looking right short of her
She's got a really nice play here. She could actually, after she plays this shot, if she wanted, she could play off the 15 into the 13 row, and I believe it drops, which would open all that up.
You need to open this up in here a little bit more. That's not true. You're not gonna have
You have to hit it with a little pace.
great space.
But she's got to get these balls on top.
Killing. Pretty sure it wasn't.
First glance, I thought, oh, that's going to come out of
I
bounds.
wasn't
It's okay.
pausing
Yeah, she actually came out decent on that. It could have been a lot worse.
on that missed ball.
She just needs to be able to shoot the 15 ball and either roll forward or maybe like this, just bump the second ball out of the way. You know,
Just let that subconsciously
Put
move.
it into the forward gently and then takes a cut up the rail.
Just trying to get in that
Drop this.
less obstacle.
That's decent.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, she got a bump, but it was a, we'll call it a
step
forward
forward.
because it could
Over.
have been a lot worse.
You know.
You know as well as I do, as much as we've seen her play, she's in a sense she's fearless, which is a great thing to be as a pool player.
We should be at that age.
I think maybe I should be correct.
We
Some
don't have
these
all bad beats that for
from
many years of
different
getting
positions.
destroyed at all tournaments.
Like maybe a
You
little
know
bit
something
more on
about
the
that, don't
rail.
you?
Shooting with the rail bridge.
Sometimes.
Kind of thing.
But yeah, anyway, Jordan in great shape. 9 ball
Here.
into the bottom corner. Nice pace on that. But she's left a nice angle here. She can just run the cue ball into that bottom rail. Cue ball by the side pocket on the right. She can shoot the eight.
Definitely a rail bridge.
Yeah, she's got an entire third
I need to
of
practice
the
stepping
table where
in
she can leave that cue ball where she's
all
good.
types of shots.
So this, young Jordan Godfrey to level the match.
The thing is, like, I'm not even
Nice
watching
done.
my ball. I mean, sometimes I'm catching it peripherally. I'm not even really watching it, so to speak.
So just about to take, hasn't taken its extension just yet. Just getting off the screen.
That right there is a good example of what I was talking about in adjusting
Strike.
after I get down on the ball. Like,
It's a nice
so
lane.
if I can
No real problems here.
replay that, and like, I didn't really
Yeah,
step
the way
forward
the
enough
thing is just kind of
initially,
laid out.
so I
The
just
really
sort of
important shot is just
slid
making sure
along
you
the
have a
line
shot from the 12 to the top left or middle left.
got back in.
And if you
the
get
shot.
that,
I felt comfortable with
this
it.
should be easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, your last two balls are the 13 and 15
Right.
at the top. 15 would be the
Going
last
to
just to get them to the
shoot a few other direction.
It's very soft.
See how I'm feeling, and I got lots of clearance here, so nice.
That one looked a little long shot.
Some longer shots here.
You like to straight on this.
Some long shot. Yeah.
You go just, no, you just go the other way now. You go 30, 15, then 12 into the side.
I think he's getting the first taste of how soft can I hit this ball and how much will it still travel.
It's very reactive as well, so if you play a draw shot,
I didn't pause there. I really didn't. It was just, I don't think I paused there. I rushed into that
This is
shot.
okay.
I've got to be honest, I'd rather take it to 15 and then the 12 into the side pocket. Now he's going to come back up.
I think you could just stall out the cue ball just a little bit, just let it drift.
There we go.
The thing is, it's just the cue ball. We want to be playing this 15 ball coming down the table. We're now going into the 6.
You definitely don't want to do that.
You cannot control the cue ball going into that 6. It flicks off the rail. It could come back into the 1. It could, all sorts of things can happen here. Leave a really awkward shot.
I think here, what about maybe
Okay.
drawing you
Maybe that's a-
letting the one ball stop the
Trying
cue ball
to
rather than
I don't
running
think
into
you've
the
got the
side.
hands. you'd have to play that too much pace then. If you did draw it into the
So,
red,
you know,
you could really speed up the one and out behind the 4 and the 7.
And this is tricky. He's gonna try it though. Gotta use that one ball as a stopper, not a mover, just like that. It's worse than it could
I felt better. I felt like they locked in more there. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. It's the thing about judging yourself by your phone.
This isn't
If you're real cautious, you can confirmation bias, all kinds of things.
Certainly a test of nerves. Great shot. Yeah, that was well executed at the end, but just a bit of a funny way round.
The first event was the first event of 2025.
That stance felt
And I'll tell you what, Henry is breaking this from the side, but straight forward. And it's working for him, but it's a very weird spread. If you watch this, he's going to go straight into the head ball.
I wonder if Dennis Hatch is watching it because he's looking to try and
Change his
find a break at the moment after breaking dry in every rack he broke in the last match, but still came out on top and managed to get into the last 16. And it's exactly what Henry Walters wants to do.
Yeah, that feels
One
good.
he's going to take care of right now. Being that 15 ball.
Something I noticed though,
The other just small
I don't know
issue
if you
there
can,
is
like,
13. It's close to the rail.
see
We
this?
got kind of a little
Like,
blocker.
Sometimes I
Slide
grab
the 8 ball.
my rear cue like that, and it's hard to like decide what feels good. I don't know if I need to, because it grabs kind of this fold in my hand between my
And again,
forefinger and my
speed is
thumb.
able to get better.
I don't know if maybe I just need to work on having a looser grip
Deliberate player.
so that is more that's less of a factor, I guess, where it's non-factor because it doesn't really come into play.
One way or the other. Some
I'm
people
really not
make
sure.
it way better.
But it's something that I frequently think about.
It's gonna have an effect.
So give me the 9-ball ghost, starting with 5 balls. Ooh, alright, give myself a tricky one to start off.
You want attrition going into it.
Yeah, I mean, ideally you want to be up by 2 racks at the very
There's a player behind
Under
you.
these conditions,
You know, 15 seconds to make a decision on a tricky shot and then play it as well. It's not very long.
And it's like
I
any
feel
other
like I want to
clock that relies on
come at this
a match
bottom,
clock or a game clock.
bottom left-hand spin.
Oh no, that ball is going to not fall. He played a
No,
really good shot.
yeah,
that went
almost
off the rail
center
and
left.
fell. But it just didn't fall.
Just come
Look at
here,
this.
here, past the 9 between
Not
the
really,
side
but
pocket,
It's left the sideboard.
just
Go off
right
the
there.
end into the side pocket. So just pop this in. Very gently leave yourself on the 1. It's a lot harder than I thought. I thought I would have been very
Oh my god, that was an unbelievably good shot. That was an unbelievably
I
good
think
shot.
maybe she might have been
I'm really happy with that. Okay,
so
so
a weird spot and
think-
falling into the pocket.
the 6
Maybe
ball,
gave it a little bit more pace because of that, but she's
Come on, a
gonna
little
have to
bit.
work a lot harder now
but I'd rather come up
to
the
get
table
through
more,
this rack.
take this
She's
off the
going
rail,
to the
back
side.
for the 8.
tough shot to take on.
If I get a little far, that's fine too. And if I think I'm just gonna use a little bit of draw. Just almost stuns
Maybe a
off the
little
rail,
fortunate there.
right on the tangent line. Enough to get
Jordan was
out
not
of here.
able to make more happen. It's my favorite part about the strategy of 8 ball is sometimes that first ball that isn't
That's
necessarily extremely difficult, it can be the make or break of the entire run. Now there he came up a little short if he was trying to get on the 9.
So
Yeah, it sort of spun off the rail a little bit wide.
this is gonna be a rolling ball. I wanna end
He's going to opt for the 11 here, the side.
basically
Just go across.
at least 1.5 diamonds. One would be fine. A little more.
Wow.
What, 2 back-to-back tough misses for both Henry and Jordan. Now, I'd be hard pressed to think that Jordan Helfrey does not get out.
Man, position of these balls is really good.
If she can settle those nerves, just play her game.
This is just
I think she's got
nice,
the game at least.
smooth stop shot. Let's go, baby. I'm gonna mark this already. This isn't a confidence thing. It's just straight in, easy shot.
I've been out on the floor working a little bit, and I've been able to.
Something else I've been working on too with. I don't know if you can really
At this point in the match,
see this.
right around the
If you
12 minutes.
look at my feet.
This is probably the closest match we've had. I know
Actually,
Tom,
these are right backwards, I guess.
Declan, and
This is my shot line.
4-2 against Mike.
Sometimes I've been having a hard time remembering is that
may
my
be a really close
back
matchup.
foot should really be at a 45-degree angle.
But then that was again,
And the way where I mess that up is here,
7.
because my brain always goes to like 45-degree angle to
It's
the
going to be a formality angle for Jordan Helfrey. She's going to go
table
2-2.
and not my cue. So like 45-degree angle cue here just looks feels different to me
Rack number 5.
than when I'm
2-2. Scratch
taking this shot straight across, you know, perpendicular 90-degree angles and shit. But so we have to remember is to just like keep that
It's devastating.
45-degree angle to the shot line, not to the
A little
shot line,
little
essentially.
tidbit of a rule here.
Which is just tough. I don't really visualize the shot line
The 1
as clearly
the 2, the rule
beyond
is
my like immediate
whatever you
range
get
of view.
as your suit, you must hit that.
So like down to the
So
other
yeah, you call
planes
it dirty combo
of
here.
the rooms where I have a
There,
hard
but
time
there are no
thinking
dirty combos
spatially.
here. You
I don't know
must
if that
hit
makes
the suit
sense.
that you call first. And as long as that suit falls, that is what you are. If you're brand new to us, you saw him.
Yeah.
He had to play behind the line.
I mean-
He was able to shoot in any direction.
Yeah.
That is another international A-ball rules
Yeah. I just
league format
like
rule.
rolling that up to like here.
Ball in hand. Henry. Well, a bit of a disaster at the start of this rack. Jordan scratching after a break. Henry. Well,
I mean, I would have liked to be able to have that further. However,
Jordan has not seen the lead yet in this match, but this is a great
let's see the
chance.
problem here, really. Maybe,
Huge opportunity.
I mean,
Bit of a
I'm
stretch
coming
across the table.
pretty
No problem over Jordan.
straight on this.
Our referee
Yeah.
Markov gonna be taking a very
This
close
point, I
look
think
at
I
shots
just need
like
to
that.
come back
Those
one,
guys are
two
on top
rails
of it.
right towards
And
the
if
five
there is
there.
a shirt foul or a stick foul,
I'm
then
gonna
we'll
come
call it.
between these, so you don't want to just be cautious with the speed.
Not sure I love how she got there. Would have been helpful to be off that rail just a little bit more.
There we go, like that. Felt totally confident,
She'd have loved that
In my
keeper
plan
stopped
there.
a little bit sooner.
and that's
Again.
very helpful. Okay. This is a fairly straight shot, but I mean, I have some angle here. Stun shot, this is here.
And down to his
Pulling
right
balls
hand
off with a little bit of left.
It's Jordan Keeble back. Just before, level with that side pocket on the right, then put straight to play into the other side pocket with the last remaining strike.
If she comes up short, it's okay, but she doesn't want to come up long.
Does it pass the 8? This looks a bit tight.
Yeah, I don't think it passed the
Didn't
eight.
wanna
I think you
overcook
can
that
cut
one
this
too
down
much.
very thin. You can cut
Maybe
this
a
on the
little
side.
raw.
So it doesn't pass the 8 at all. Where she really got hold of that, and you
Coming
can
right
also
into
that
that seven.
reactive cloth. And you dig deep
Love
on
that.
The spin is
Stun line seems to be here though.
a lot of power. She's played a fabulous cut there.
Good stun off the rail.
Where's Keeble going to finish. I think she's going to finish dead on the 8 ball into the side pocket. Thank you very much, he says. This now 2 to Jordan Helfrey.
Yep, like that. And I need to hit that.
She looked to say in an awkward position. She played a fabulous shot. A great pool talent in the shoot.
Far right edge.
To a stage.
And there it is again, that odd angle with the interesting spread. But he made a ball every time.
It's not so bad.
Some great players on the show tonight. Johnny Archer will be out there.
Just gonna drift it right to the
Skylar
stun,
Woodward.
the stun shot.
USA Mixed Gun Cup captain.
He'll be playing Obi Jack.
I'll tell you what, the local professional club pro, Sam Henderson, will be on this evening. I think he's first up, taking on Arizona's Eric Charlton.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think there's 2 matches that are really interesting.
I feel like I'm playing really slow.
Morris first up, Rodney Rocket Morris versus Payne McBride. You weren't here yet, Tony. Payne McBride probably had one of the most incredible shootout losses I've ever seen. Justin Bergman with 2 seconds on the clock snapped a golden break. Payne, had he been aware of the 2-ball rule, could have ran that out and gone to a 6-ball shootout. But it wasn't meant to be, so he's going to be looking for a little redemption there. And then
A lot of what I'm learning this
at
week,
9 p.m. roughly tonight.
last week,
Shane McMahon
is
returns
that
to Ultimate Pool USA. against
understanding
Vilmos.
why,
You don't remember who Vilmos is?
what,
He
like
was
the
an
intention, the
incredible junior
purpose,
player.
physiology,
He's definitely still got the
the,
talent. I'm excited to see that debut.
So Henry Walters knocks in the one
the
ball.
mechanics,
Has to get his head over 3.
the geometry of everything is really helpful when you have to go through completely rebuilding your stroke. 'Cause, I mean, that's what I'm doing. I have never had these
Shot.
stroke mechanics in my life. And I mean, I used to play
Like so it's got to
5
they see the gap is there.
to sometimes 10 hours a day, obsessively.
Jordan has changed
And I've never,
positions from her breakoff. She's moved inside. Just like Dennis Hatch did earlier.
I've never listened to anybody that's a coach
Still didn't get a
or
result.
tells me anything about mechanics and stuff. I was just a
Henry Walters back at the table.
big ego,
He's looking at solids.
kind of toot my own horn kind of player.
That's going to land.
And it didn't really get
Can
me.
you see that?
There's a ceiling for that.
Looks like
But man, this is just like
you can.
completely changing how I look at the game. And it's a lot easier to remember the reason behind things
Walters gets you first
when
opportunity here.
you're looking at them from a analytical point of
No
view.
means easy to knock in his finish. What's it going to keep on?
Closer to 45.
Wow.
Just under.
What just happened?
Well, I
He
thought
blocked himself in every
he's
ball.
hooked anyway.
Every single ball he blocked himself from.
He's got
Love
one
the
time
five.
on the table. And now he's in a world of hurt.
He uses his extension as expected. Well, it's a good hit.
Hand at the table now to Jordan. And they're open.
She's got a little bit of a question mark with the 10 ball, but I expect that she can just throw the 14 into the middle left and have the 10 ball for the top right, yeah? And that's assuming that the 9 ball goes in the left side pocket.
I'm thinking it does because speed.
I'm a little afraid of that 9. Maybe I shouldn't have.
The speed is just go around the table. It's normally the side of the player's quite happy with the
Yeah,
position.
we're a little.
But she has moved it, and she's on it as well.
30. So we'll let some balls in probably here.
It's all very nervy, I'm telling you now. You know, with 5 minutes and a little bit of change left, it's 3-all. And there's a lot of pressure. pressure out there now, even on her young shoulders. I know she's fearless, but that's a lovely shot. If you can get
I think I like the stun back more.
She's just gonna try and drag on the top side of the wall.
Sounds gonna take me
to
right
come
into
across, right?
that second diamond.
So,
Dig that deeper. There is David Matlock.
You need a little
Pull USA with the
stun right.
keeping a very close
Stun-
eye on a
stun
far
now.
distance
Yeah.
from the stream table.
Well, he's up next. He's playing Shane Thompson.
Oh, that's right.
That's a lovely shot. She's recovered the situation well. Bit straight. I tend to not
Okay.
want to be too
I haven't
greedy.
hit that.
If she's dead straight, just pull back and leave herself a shot with the 8.
I'm pleased with that.
Yeah,
I really did. I really underhit that.
Sensible. This, the 4-3. So we come into the last 4 minutes of this very tense encounter. And in it goes. John Humphrey now edges once again in front of Henry Walters. Never do it again. So it starts
Fairly
missing.
flat off that rail.
Look at this run rate.
Wow. And the 3 ball is in that nasty spot. It kind of forces the stripes. They look okay.
Yeah, they do. And that's the thing. Immediately, you see the 3 ball, because the solids are no good. But the stripes, like you said, Stephen, are wide open. And the 8 is readily available down in that bottom left-hand corner.
Oh man, I
He was
overcut
going to
that.
end up somewhere. That's not the position I would want to end up. He's going to have to clean up his cue ball
Alright, Ghost.
to get this
You got
out
me there.
because we're getting down to the final
Like
couple
7.
minutes. That's a great shot.
Kind of disappointed on that. I feel like I played really good position on all those shots for the most part. And then I really just kind
Of ultimate
of
pool.
let one go. I wasn't really thinking through it all the way. That's very possible.
You feel that
It
this
didn't
is
feel like it at the
4-4.
moment. So
Would there be
I'm not
time
gonna,
for one of these players
I'm not gonna
to pinch it?
overly critique that one.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I remember correctly, we did not have a 6-ball shootout in Iowa last year. We were very, very close. And I do not believe we had a 6-ball shootout in Iowa. So these fans have been waiting a year to see a 6-ball in person if they haven't been to one of our other events. And we just might get one here in about
Get that ball going.
2 minutes and
I think that's
30
what I need to do.
seconds.
I need to
Break next.
stay down on my shot.
That's the thing.
That's something I haven't
She's
worked
going to
on.
have time.
Gotta stay down on my shot.
So if she breaks right, so has Henry got time. So it's going to be a very interesting last rack.
So the tough part for her is her break, statistically, historically, has not been great.
Someone's going to get one flight. And goes in. Wiggles into that pocket. But it is 4-18.
Stop.
Rack number 9.
7.
1 minute 56 on the clock. And she's gone dry once again. So it's going to be Henry Walters with the opportunity to pretty much win the match from here.
But it's not the most,
So much.
it's not the easiest right now. There's a few things that have to happen.
Shot. So you want to get far enough through this rack that your opponent can't win it. So give yourself the chance. But not let your opponent have, like, you know, if you can not win it or and leave like 20 seconds, George's not going to knock it all the way so it's nap time. But it's this 11 ball here.
Right.
So the
Good.
13's not easy to get either.
I think the 13 is the one I'm worried about.
He's tried to move it. How's he got on?
Well, if you're going to take the 13, take it now.
What's that 13 creeps past into that side pocket?
Yeah.
So he's
You love that Steve.
That's for sure. Here. Rub
Those
into
shots
the
are
12 ball.
tricky. Okay.
Not
Oh,
sure. I love worse. I'm not
Two
sure I
rounds.
love this, Tony.
There's only Henry Walters can win this from here. Unless it was to just not be 18 by accident, but Jordan Helfrey is not going to have time on those solids. So it's either Henry for the win,
Whoa.
or we're going 6
Whoa.
shootout.
I don't know. Maybe did I not pause there? I'd like to rewatch
Should I try? Should I
whatever
try?
this was. If you can
I don't
timestamp
think she
this
is.
moment, that would be really helpful.
What?
Here it is.
up.
Marty, it's not
That's
full
BS.
it's going to be a
Keep
6
setting in or just definitely need
match tied for 4 laps each.
to get ready. So, number 3, 4 is tough. Maybe the 4 is tough. So I think maybe 1
Anyway, it's
down
Jordan
table.
Humphrey to go first. Right,
3.
the speed of the table is Cuba having to stop.
9, yeah. Okay.
Is the big thing, right? So there's the split. Cuba will stop. This is a good position for Jordan. She can just play these little stop shots, like Dennis Hack said.
I think at 26 seconds.
This is the thing. The cue ball's still rolling. You've got to wait for that cue ball to stop. So that when you talk about 23 seconds, it's going past that.
Fuller, exactly what I want position
That's all the
wise.
over 30.
Okay.
That cue ball's not going to stop too quickly. But I don't think this is a bad time. This is, I
Taking
think
this
it's a very good time.
5.
Down to 33 seconds.
We don't know what we're told.
Yeah, we don't. We know it's going to go sub 30.
Well, look at this. Ball's moving, and the indecisiveness is going to hurt a little bit.
Cue will go way too quick.
10 seconds on
Already.
the first ball.
Listen, he's halfway to
Yeah.
Jordan.
I mean, I kind of want to
And
keep
he's still
this,
got 4 balls.
keep this
This
as
is going to be
as I can.
very, very hard for Henry to
Forward.
do.
2, 3 balls.
I just don't think there's enough time, Tony.
Oh, it's going to be close, is it? He's made the 3. It's not going to be
Okay.
quite enough for Henry Walton. Jordan Helton does go through to the last 16.
So
Finally,
top
the 6-ball shootout.
right here, just past
So
the
young
6.
Jordan Helton.
Our first 6-ball shootout of the weekend, and it's Jordan Halfrey that has got the win there. Jordan, first of all, congratulations. That was a very impressive match, but also a very calm under pressure 6-ball shootout as well. How was that?
You know,
Right,
when
I'm
I
happy with
first
that.
realized we were going to a shootout, I was super
Look, that
excited
was a
about
good
it.
execution.
Part of what kept me calm, and I
Back
was
to
just excited to do it for the
7,
first time, and I really had fun.
Are you sure you're a ball player? Most ball players I talk to are not super excited to get to a 6-ball shootout.
You know, like I said, that was my first one, and I always love like watching ultimate pool matches that go to 6-ball shootouts, but it's like the adrenaline is amazing. I love it. Yeah.
I mean, you did look very calm going through the 6-ball shootout. How pleased with the time? It felt like
That stone
two people
drake.
I've not done one before. I always go like
That's a
30.
tough shot.
Just
Okay.
over the 30. Were you relatively happy with that?
Yeah, I mean, it was my first time, so I think 32
I mean,
seconds I was pretty good with it, and then I was getting a little bit nervous in that last part where that 6-ball was really
So,
close.
Yes.
And honestly, I thought he was going to beat me at first.
It was really down
Yeah,
to the wire.
right, right.
Like,
So I hit that
you probably had to wait for the cue ball just a little bit more than you did,
Yeah,
and that was probably the only difference really.
yeah, for sure. I mean, he shot great. It was really fun match.
Just a word on the overall match. How pleased with the way you played? Obviously playing in the shootout, coming in as the national women's open champion. How was
Look at
that?
that.
It was great. I mean,
For this
I
to,
think this
whatever
was
the
my
hell they
first time in
had.
a shootout. I feel really honored to be able to do it.
Okay,
And
contact
even
that
though
man,
the first
so-
game was a little bit rough, I feel like I
This is
kind of
good.
got a hang of it a little bit after.
Take your time.
They went pretty well. Overall, pretty
Waste
good.
Obviously,
opportunity.
we know that you won the next split with Dave way back beginning of last year. But it was a big moment winning the women's national championship in Cherokee 4 or 5 months ago now. Does it feel different coming in to the Open this year? Obviously, the shootout's obviously a great spectacle. I mean, playing in the women's Open as well, you're probably on paper, certainly by a lot of people, I think that you'll be the favourite for the event. Does it change in your own mind now that you have been world champion?
I mean, I'm happy about it. I mean, it's still there, but you know, at the same time, anybody can win
That
it.
might be
And
the
I'm just
third
excited to be able to
time
play that
I
title,
have,
and it definitely does help with the
butchered
confidence too.
Well, it's been
That
absolutely
pocket.
watch you out there and got on performance like that.
So
Hope you
far.
play pretty hard to entertain us. Look forward to seeing you back out here tomorrow in the shootout. And
Let's,
then you've got plenty
let's
more playing
shoot
stuff throughout the
some.
weekend. Good luck with everything you're playing in. We look forward to
Got some
seeing you tomorrow.
time.
And we're going to
Let's,
send it down to our commentators for our final match here of the afternoon session.
Feel good.
And it is the Hall of Fame Dave Matlock that is out there. He is taking on leading from Shane Thompson.
Very greedy.
Yeah. He loves it, and we love to
That's
watch
second
Dennis
half.
compete. But again, Mike Banks Jr., very strong player, and I saw him warming up earlier today. He's been on the table warming up and preparing for this match, so he's now prepared, I'm sure.
That's a big moment for Mike Banks Jr. You know, coming into this live TV arena.
It's almost perfect.
Don't practice on those
That's kind of job.
come up to this Brunswick tournament elite. That playing surface, the speed of it. You know, it's a great table. And Tom Cousins there, you heard in his interview there with Simon West, he can catch you out so quick.
Take these four.
But this is a nice layout here for Mike Banks. Solid wall available, nothing in his way.
Okay.
And if you ever wanted to get yourself comfortable in the arena, this is a sort of finish.
This is a punch shot.
Yeah, the opening rack is always
This is a
really important.
difficult shot.
You know, it sets the tone for the match. If you can come with a break and run right off the bat, kind of let your opponent know, hey, I'm here, so you better follow up with something. So Mike Banks Jr. trying to finish this
Shot.
one.
That takes a good stroke.
Down the marker, then realises that it's going to be a tough game. There's no weak plays in a shootout.
Just going to float forward here a bit. Not sure if he needs to get to the ring or if he can.
You know what I didn't
There's no
pause?
race now.
There's like, it's over with.
Quick fire ball.
Alright, well, 4 deuce against the Ghost.
At the end of that
Okay,
third
great.
race,
Showing, but I feel like I'm not
he's hitting what has he done? Can he see any of that April?
maybe a day off.
Sure, at the end there. A lot of
Let's
position.
finish this out. Let's roll this out.
Oh, you got overconfident.
This is totally
Yeah, maybe that adrenaline pumping in, you know, kind of just feeling and seeing that finish line. But nonetheless, he's going to give it a go. He's going to try to kick it down here in the corner. I
Nice
think.
early, right at the start of the match, but these things can really hurt. You know, this was a very, very simple finish, really.
You know what? I wonder. My chin hasn't been touching the cue a lot.
There's no chance
I
of
feel like I'm getting chinny on it.
but he is now.
Chick at it.
It's just maybe
Yes.
close
I'm going to say he should be okay here.
Alright.
A couple of things to figure out.
Look at 3 ace ball here.
Everything is available.
It's just on the left hand rail, really, just getting in between those two balls there, the 14.
A beautiful stroke from the hatchet man.
I think he probably plays this and plays the 14 next.
Maybe a little more, please. Still
Back
going
down.
now.
12 ball going to go next.
Spanish kicker around the 7. Hold it up right hand, draw.
Then it's his final cueing.
Yeah, he doesn't need the angle. Creates it.
He's a beast when he gets going.
Yes, he is.
He's very fluid through the balls as well. But wastes little time.
Get up a little bit straight here. Now, I don't know if he can cheat the pocket to still go forward and stay above this, but he's got the where he can actually draw straight back to the bottom rail, come back above the
Okay.
ball.
Oh
And he's
man,
not
that's
afraid to
5-2.
take that cue ball.
Right.
I'd be surprised if he does that.
I've got
Just like that.
3 more racks in me.
Look out, cue ball
I'm either going to tie this up
off the point
or
of
I'm
the
going to
side
tuck
pocket.
my tail
Dennis
between my knees and
still
roll it.
arrives on the 8 ball. Close out rack number 1. Look at that.
Pulling this out.
Dennis brought a bazooka
I
to
want to
him
get straight on this one, I think.
head.
No.
At the conclusion of that 30 minutes, this your winner. That is the league format. That's what we're doing here at the shootout. Only difference is in the remaining 10 minutes of the match, you go to 15-second shot clock, down from 30 seconds.
Then it's now breaking dry. So Mike Banks straight back to the table. And again, it's quite a good layout. The 5 ball probably.
That's what I gotta do too. I gotta just reset on that my 3 shot routine.
The rest are fairly open.
Not, you know,
4 leads to the 2 up in that top bit.
So,
2 solids. Hand side pocket there, easy.
my
It's the 3 and 5. That 3
back
goes
foot,
to the
lead
bottom.
foot,
Just
bridge.
getting on the 3 to get the perfect angle onto the 5. Not going to be leaving it too late.
Yeah, he nudged the 6 ball just a hair.
If you can get through to the 3 here, you can put the 3 in the bottom right hand corner. Bit of right hand English, come between the 14 and the 5 and play the 5 in the same pocket.
And I think he wants to remove the 4 ball and maybe end up underneath the 5 ball.
Yeah.
I think that would be
Can't do
terrible
that.
as an out ball either.
Where I ended up. I was gonna say,
Sure about that. Yeah, mega stroke there.
kind of was.
So it's the
I think
6
we too long before in table 2.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tony.
I think the table's just caught him out. I think he's tried to play onto the 6, into the side pocket, just drop that in and play the 2, and now.
And this arena table definitely got some speed to it.
Something there, ball in hand.
So he might have moved the ball.
Past him,
Ball
nothing
goes.
else.
Yeah, I guess maybe that shouldn't count. Something goes.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Good call. Good call by the referee. Good eyes.
Yeah, Pete Winter, our referee for this match. We have 2 professional referees continuing through these matches. Dean, obviously one of them, Mark Goff the other. Then we have our senior, most senior referee, Scott Forrest, who way in the background organising the whole tournament. Along. So he's there to be called if needed.
Dennis Hatch off to the races. And I don't see anything standing in his way here. Wants to arrive with a little angle here on the 12. Doesn't need a big angle. That'll do.
Mark Banks Jr. has had 2 great opportunities. He could have been 2 mans in front here against the great Dennis Hatch, but made a mistake.
And you know, that's something that sometimes happens. And it's still confusing because you have such a strong player out there. And let's hypothetically say it was just a beginner player, not Dennis Hatch in the chair.
Yeah, makes it
He would have ran out both tables easy. And you say, hey, was that a factor? No, it wasn't in my mind, but I think it was.
Yeah, you look across the arena and see a legend of the game sat there, and it does change the train of thought.
Yeah, it's got to have some kind of bearing in your mind. Dennis Hatch, 14 to the corner. Likely 8 ball to the side. Just float behind it, just like that. And Dennis Hatch should be up 2-0.
Yeah, no problems here.
Just gonna.
Nothing fancy.
And Dennis is going to watch Mike Banks Jr. come with the break for the next round. So hopefully come with something. Nice finish there for Dennis.
Just gonna turn on the track and see how this does.
Things certainly not going.
I don't know if it's gonna change anything.
It's kind of unfortunate because he got a great break
I
there.
just got this new camera and I wanted
And the cue ball
to test out what
square
it can do.
kicks.
Got the 8 ball as well, and obviously we don't play the golden breaks. That would have been
It's
a golden
just 7 ball. Man, I usually just nail this thing into
That
the
match. Mike Banks Jr. But
I guess I
they're
got
out
it.
to play now. We just played a straight 30 minutes. So ball in hand, Dennis Hatch.
You might get the same result regardless, Tony. Dennis Hatch, ball in hand, and lots of traffic off the table. So very available. He really just wants to find his way to the 6 ball here, Tony.
Yeah, this is no problem for Dennis. Shoots the 3, shoots the 5. He might even shoot a 3 to 7. But like I say, it's getting the cue ball into the middle of the table for the 6. That's the only thing that's semi-tricky.
And you always have to remember if plans change.
There you go.
Plans change. So 6 ball it is. Was really the only issue, if you can even call it that. And you see Dennis indicating he wants to arrive under that round 7. And it's going to be the 2 to the 8.
Once again, no problems. And this is Dennis in full flow now.
And Mike Banks Jr. going to give this one up in just about 1 minute's time. Now Dennis going to come with the break here. Things really compounded for Mike Banks Jr. in a negative way here. He had a lot of opportunities early on, but still plenty of match time remaining.
Just have a look at his kick there.
I just preferred the drawback here. I feel like I get a natural good stun angle.
Tap in the 2. 8 ball square to the bottom corner. And it's going to go around the world for his shot.
I think draw back here. Not even draw, just come off the first diamond there.
And there it is, 3-0. The Hatchet Man, drag 4.
And I didn't want to come too far.
Drive.
Yeah, didn't quite have the force of Mike's break.
Definitely
Let's
an opportunity Mike
try
needed.
that with 8 balls. And now 6-2, just go straight now, which is crazy to me. Especially in this progressive. Or 6-3.
He's going to help out the strikes just a
Let's
bit.
save him out and see if we can get a little back.
Hopefully that doesn't come into play.
Okay. 2.
Really all about that line to the 6 ball, the green 6 up at the top of the table. Control there.
Yeah, you kind of want to take the 2 before the 7. Oh, those things, 2, the 7 and the 6. It gives you a bit more space away from the 6 ball when you play it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tony. You need some room to move around. Totally agree with that. And he's going to get up there pretty nicely. And it appears he does have an angle to go back under the 7 if he chooses to do so. Now, for me, this situation is really about the player preference. If he wants to play the 2 to the 6, he can do that. Or he can choose to shoot the 7, then follow up with the 6. 5 does go past to the corner if he has to stay on the
I'd rather play 2 to 7 just because pace of this table, if you can't drop that 2 ball in, I mean, yeah, you can stop it to keep it dead and play the 6 and come around the back of the 7, but I just a preference for me would be playing 2, 7, 6.
Looks like Mike was kind of determining which way he was going to go, and I think he agrees, Tony, he's going to go under the 7 here.
Didn't follow the rules there. That's okay.
End up on a rooftop.
Man, I had a 5 back and I earlier today. It's kind of funny. I find it kind
Yeah, you
of
can
funny.
tell Mike definitely plays on
Struggling with this
the
right now.
big tables. You know, he's got that big table stroke, and you know that can get you into trouble in a 7-foot table.
Can it just run your 6 and the cue will flip off level ball, just hold behind before the 15. Perfect. Call in the side popping out, cue back at the table, 8 ball bottom left.
With the right hand spin, flicks the 8, but he's going to get a point up on the board now.
Really need this Mike Banks Jr.
And I mean, we're still before the halfway point. There's still enough time to get him back into this one. 3-1 now.
Yeah, maybe get him fatigued here. Entirely honest, I think that's going on.
Cue ball.
No excuse. Let's just finish this one off. Finish this one
Look
off.
at this table.
Whatever.
Look at this table.
I'll know it.
Got an enormous break. Loads of power.
Looks like he's going to start with the 7, I would think.
We don't even need the strikes for the layout of the solids. He's made 3 solids off the break.
Yeah, we might have a shot on it.
It's going to be a
Yeah, it really leaves it there. Yeah, that's true. It's really hard.
Yeah, this will be the fastest rack of the day so far. Simple. That's how you make the game easy. Yeah, that's great.
If you can follow that up and sell it, I'll buy it. Be a trillionaire.
One shot.
Nice, that's right.
Calling it.
Really simple. 2 to the side, 8 to the side.
I'm not ready to be receiving.
Like Banks Jr. putting 2 points up very quickly. Dry break from Dennis Hatch and then a break and run from Mike Banks Jr.
No messing about there at all.
You go dry. He's looking to change something here.
It's going dry again. Well.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that.
Yeah, the smile has disappeared for the time being from Dennis Hatch. Not happy with the break at all.
He's going to give it a look around here.
Just
See Dennis in the background shaking his head. It's not missed the pot. Dennis Hatch. But he can still find himself all level here if Mike Banks Jr. runs some solids out.
And he's going to burn the extension here on his opening shot, and rightfully so.
Can make the 7 play the 3, 11, 1 combo into the side.
Oh, most definitely.
Coming down.
Maybe he's looking to play the camera off the 3 to make the 11-1.
be a little further off the ground, for sure. It makes us
I mean, to be fair, the 1 ball does go to the top right corner.
Just get time holding like that. Simply, obviously, 2 to 6 here.
And he's looking at the 3 in the corner.
It's the only thing we can do.
And they're just
We
checking
need to
out
win this
what's
game,
available
which is
where.
He's played thin off the 3 and into the 11 and 1.
Yeah, I think he's actually going to play the 3. Yeah, he's going to play the 3.
He thought he could hold on the 6 down, don't he?
Yeah, I thought that he was going to play the 3 open and bump that 1, but he had to hit that a little bit more. He needed more pace.
Well, I've been obviously trying to play delicately for
that speed.
hold for the 6, but because of the pace on that table, even something very, very gentle, you can still roll a couple of ball widths along the table.
Yeah, another missed opportunity there for Mike Banks Jr. He's got to come with something special here. I don't think he's going to get what he was looking for. 15 ball still goes in that top corner, so Dennis Hatch.
Yeah, he will like this Dex because, yes, the 9 ball stuck behind the 6. You've got the 14.
Hang on, a lot. It's the phone trust on your roster. It doesn't matter, yeah. Just name it.
See how he starts his run out.
It's okay.
And again, if you can clear that 15 and 10 out of there, that would be helpful. Just get those finished. And he's going to peel that off of the 9.
Surprise.
I'd like to see him maybe play the 12 to the 15 here. Just going to put it in there.
Man. Sure.
This is the 14 ball, the 2 ball.
Back in good position now. This is great shape. But then it's Hatch.
He's just looking at the 10 ball.
Well, the 10 must pass into the top left corner past the 5 ball.
I think he was looking to maybe play it in the left side.
Play the 10 now and come down the back. There's so many options here.
Yeah, the 8 ball format is kind of its own thing with that because it's not dictated what you have to shoot. You know, you can kind of pick your way to go about it. But a little confused on that one there, but he's going to go 9, 14, 10, 8.
Has no choice now from where he's left himself.
Yeah. I mean, he could choose something else, but what I like it, Tony.
Tough shot.
He's really looking at right there.
He's looking to see what position he has to leave himself from the 9 to 14, so he can just drop that 14 and be on the 10.
I mean, he can just play snapshot here.
He wants to leave himself a nice angle to get on the 8. He doesn't want to just leave the cue close to the rail. He doesn't want to come back too far and put himself in an awkward position to play that 10. That's nice.
Yeah, that's perfect. And if he doesn't want to go around the backside of the floor, he can just play one rail and just float above the 8, shoot it in the corner.
I think that's what I'd do. Because you're not going to get put beyond the floor. You just keep it straight to the side rail, push back out, 8 ball into the right side pocket, then you see the way it's put
Finish your last
Yeah,
round.
you want to take that 4 ball out of the equation if you can.
That's it, perfect.
For a long time
So,
there.
then his Hatch now going to get
It's just
4, 2 up in ranks.
entirely honest, but that's not an excuse.
The last 10 minutes when it will go to 15 seconds to
Yeah.
shot.
Do a lot of getting very fatigued.
Too clear.
4-2.
Yeah, it's just not.
He's not just a room owner. He knows
It's
too.
an excuse, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
this has been designed, you know, to
One,
perfection.
two.
Another
Here and
break
two.
there from Mike
not really great here. He's under that pocket, which I don't really need.
I mean, he splits as well.
But
They keep
Yeah.
to go strikes here.
I don't really like
Yeah, Mike's definitely had the better of the
right
race
there.
here.
Oh, but it's
You go through a lot to get there.
He finds himself fall two down, and that's just surely he's lost a cue here and there.
This
Here, that's
guy
in the background, we are now in 15-second shot clock
should get
territory.
there.
Now Mike can pick up the pace as he rounds the table. And I think Mike seems like one of those faster rhythm players, so I think he's going to be pretty comfortable here.
Yeah, he doesn't look phased by it. But it's when you get yourself in a situation
I
when
want to get a little more on that. That's okay.
you've got 15 seconds to
Okay.
make a decision
Okay.
and play a shot.
Great. But I can come up here.
Using all of that pocket
Right.
there.
Top left.
Come too far.
That cut's still on
And
here.
this has been the story of this match.
It's kind of the quintessential 8-ball error in the last minute.
Wow.
Now you miss one of the last few balls on that no traffic and
It's okay.
easy run out.
Now we've got this. We're just gonna make these
Mike's
shots.
not out of the woods just yet. I think he has to play the back cut.
Yeah, big thin cut up into the top left hand corner. If he gets near the 6 ball, it will go in off that as well. So he does have a little helper up there.
Just got to make sure you hold on to the cue ball and the 8-ball.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yes.
Wow. He tried to go for a
I
cushion
think
and
I
off
can
the
make
one.
the 5 in.
Didn't like that shot at all. I think the cut was the shot.
That's what
I
I'm
agree with
planning
you, Tony.
on.
But hindsight is 2020. Dennis Hatch looking for a 5-2 lead with about 8 minutes remaining.
I think I'd rather play the
Well,
comedy
he's
here.
now
To
clock
be
managing.
honest.
You can see Dennis looks round.
Right back.
Use extension.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Every second out of this. He knows exactly what he's doing.
He goes all the way up to the 6.
It's okay.
I don't think he needed to go all the way up the table, but that's where he is. Still manageable. And again, in my opinion, this is going to be player preference. He's going to choose to shoot the floor first.
Exceeded that. That's okay. I'm not really kind of feeling smart today.
Yeah, that was always going to be the thing there.